Last judgment. Harry shocked as DOS issues statement to expel Harry from the US for breaking immigration law. Prince Harry could be deported from the U.S. for breaking American immigration laws, a lawyer has claimed. Samuel Dewey from the Washington-based Heritage Foundation think tank spoke to GB News about the 38-year-old's visa application and relocation to the U.S. When asked if the Duke of Sussex could be deported, Dewey told GB News, "That is certainly one of the many possibilities. We just don't know what happened because we don't have the information because they're withholding it from us." He added, "It is commonly the case that if you're found to have lied on an immigration form that you will be deported." The Heritage Foundation has been ramping up efforts for the U.S. government to release Prince Harry's paperwork to see if the father of two confessed to taking drugs ahead of his move to California in 2020. The Duke of Sussex admitted taking marijuana, magic mushrooms, and cocaine in his own memoir. The Heritage Foundation previously filed a legal complaint against the Department of Homeland Security in an attempt to enforce a Freedom of Information request which would grant access to the prince's visa application. However, Dewey is not the only person to suggest the Duke could be deported from the U.S. Former federal prosecutor Niyama Ramini previously told Page 6, "An admission of drug use is usually grounds for inadmissibility. The Duke of Sussex could in theory be barred from applying for citizenship or even deported if he's found to have failed to disclose his past drug use." Harry's wife Meghan Markle is an American citizen and was born in LA. His daughter Lilibet was born in Santa Barbara, but his son was born in London. The Duke previously claimed drug use helped him deal with past trauma, claiming, quote, "It removed it all from me and brought me a sense of relaxation, release, and comfort, a lightness that I managed to hold on to for a period of time." However, a U.S. State Department spokesman recently said, "Visa records are confidential under Section 222F of the Immigration and Nationality Act, therefore we cannot discuss the details of individual visa cases." Prince Harry returned to the U.S. shortly after he attended King Charles' coronation service at Westminster Abbey earlier this month. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex claimed they were involved in a near-catastrophic car chase in New York City, May 18th, after being followed by highly aggressive paparazzi, per their words. Before that, Joe Biden's administration is being sued by a conservative think tank seeking the publication of Prince Harry's visa application in an effort to determine whether there was favoritism over his use of drugs, which there almost certainly was. The Duke of Sussex moved to America in March of 2020 when Donald Trump was still president, as international borders were due to close in response to the coronavirus pandemic. Since then, Harry and Meghan have been living in California and working at Archwell Foundation, their foundation, and the prince's visa application has come under scrutiny over recent admissions in his book Spare that he took drugs including cocaine, cannabis, magic mushrooms, and ayahuasca in both Britain and America. The Heritage Foundation initially submitted a Freedom of Information Act request in early March, asking for his application form to be published, but it was refused, citing Harry's privacy. Now, the think tank has sued the Department of Homeland Security, and a court filing dated May 1st, seen by Newsweek, states, quote, "The media coverage has surfaced the question of whether DHS's decision to admit the Duke of Sussex into the U.S. should be reconsidered in light of the Duke of Sussex's most recent admissions to the essential elements of numerous drug offenses, both here and abroad, in his 2023 memoir, Spare."